Hey guys, Vincent Giallo here. Welcome back. I just want to do a quick review on the new Halloween movie released today. I saw it last night. About 50 people in the theater, so it was nice to see people coming out on a Thursday night to see that. I saw the original on Monday night in the theater, so it was kind of a nice little refresher. But yeah, what do I think? Was it the greatest Halloween movie? No. Was it the worst? No. It was somewhere in the middle. I'm going to see it again to kind of get a true, formulate a true opinion on it. I kind of left, here's the thing. When I came home last night, I popped in Halloween 2. I don't know, I was kind of like, I really wanted to kind of go back and just see some of the original stuff. I love Halloween 2. I like 4, I like 5, I like 6. A lot of people don't like those later ones. I think they're great. They're kind of all canon to me. They're all kind of together, 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. H2O to me was always kind of a little bit out there on its own. And Resurrection, and I enjoy those too because it's Halloween, and just the fact that you can watch Michael Myers in all these films, we're just lucky to have them, right? And the zombie film and the second one, whatever, it's not my thing. Too much explanation, too much going on, too much. I don't care about all the details of why Michael Myers is Michael Myers, right? He's the Shape. That's why he's called the Shape. He's faceless, imageless person. That we don't need to know his motivations for everything. We just want to watch him go around stalking people. I mean, that's what it is, right? And that's why the first one was so successful, because that's what you had. You didn't know, he wasn't, Laurie wasn't his sister in the first one, and we didn't. He just was. Why was he doing all this stuff? He was just doing it because he was doing it, and that's scary because it could happen to you. And so, the Rob Zombie one, there's a little too much explanation there for me. Some people maybe like that. I don't need that with my Michael Myers. That's just like Jason, okay? There's a little background there, but he goes around hacking and slashing people in the forest, and that's what we want to watch, right? We don't need a big psychological explanation for everything. And this one kind of fell somewhere in the middle. Laurie Strode's not his sister. He's just doing what he's doing. He waits 40 years to try to track her down. We don't really know why, so I mean, maybe I'd like to know a little bit why he's kind of motivated to do these things. But not a big deal. I think it's better to say that it's not his sister and just go with that, and I'm fine with that. Kind of continues from the first one, obviously. But from there, I found that the Shape in this one, he spent there's a fair amount of scenes with him without the mask. Now you don't see his face, but you see his head from the side and the back, and to me, that humanized him too much. I just want to see the mask. First 10 minutes maybe explain, show him grabbing the mask, popping the mask on, done. But there's other scenes with him like without the mask, and it just, I don't know, for me it kind of just takes away from it a little bit, because I just want to see Michael Myers. Michael Myers is Michael Myers. Michael Myers is not Michael Myers without the mask. So to see him kind of wandering around and stuff, and it just, it was kind of, it bothered me a little bit. I just was disappointed. I just want to see him in the mask all the time. And also the stalking. It seemed like he was always popping up everywhere, and he was kind of just there. Like, you didn't see a lot of him walking and stalking like in Halloween 2. I came back and popped that in last night just because, like I said, I really wanted to kind of go back and just kind of embrace the original series. I just really had a craving for that when I came back last night. Just a little bit of something I kind of felt I needed to come back to the old school Myers. So I did that, and I noticed Dick Warlock in that movie. Like he's always stalking, walking around, pacing, and I thought he did a great job. But in this one, the Shape is just kind of appears, and he's there, and he's here. And I always like those kind of stalk and chase kind of scenes where he's hunting his prey. He's walking slowly, but he's going. He's after something, or coming down the stairs in part 1. I mean, I really like that kind of stuff. So there wasn't a lot of stalking. Laurie reminded me a lot of Loomis in this one in certain scenes. She's kind of ballistic, running around the street with a gun, and stuff like this. So that was kind of neat how they kind of reworked that in. There's a lot of other scenes that were kind of reminiscent of the first one that they kind of brought into this one to kind of jog your memory, I guess, or something. But it also seemed kind of like, they probably didn't need to jam all these original scenes into this and kind of in a modern way and kind of turn the story, but still have these original scenes. It was kind of interesting. I don't know. I was just thankful, guys, to see a new Halloween movie. And I'm gonna see it again, like I said, just to get a better sense and formulate a better opinion on it. So I was happy to see it. You know, it was good. But I'm just still kind of sitting here today contemplating how I truly felt about it in the pantheon of Halloween movies. Like I said, for me, I still prefer the original 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and then like the other ones just kind of were a little bit separate in my mind. You know, even though those other ones had all different directors, they all kind of brought something different to the table, and that's why everybody likes a different one. Part 4, Part 5, Part 6, 2, 1, right? And this just has more of a Hollywood feel to it, of course, but that's because of evolution too. I mean, you've got the original movies were shot on lower budgets, and you know there's stuff going on where here this is like widescreen, whatever kind of cameras they're using nowadays. Like it's, you know, it's all digital, awesome. You know, but I like my Halloween movies with a little grit. You know, I don't need like the bang, like where he comes and stabs somebody in this loud soundtrack explosion in the theater. Like I just want to see a little bit more grit. And so, you know, I'm not saying it has to be like Maniac or Nightmare or something like just greasy, but, you know, just a little more sleaze to it, or a little more, you know, no less, you know, Miramax, if you will. But, I mean, that they own the series, right? So what do you do? But I know, what else can we say here? The score was fantastic. You know, the John Carpenter score, with his son Cody Carpenter and the other gentleman who slips my memory here. They've been putting out a few records, and they reworked this soundtrack, the original one, and kind of infused it with this other kind of 80s synth over top of his kind of synth style and score, and it's fantastic. I pre-ordered that record. I'm really excited to get it, and we'll do a review when we get that one. And yeah, that's pretty much, you know, rounds out my thoughts on that, guys. But I still like the original canon of films. Up to 6, you know, say what you will, but I enjoy those each for what they are, and I'll probably go through them all next week and watch them again. But yes, rejoice either way, whether it's good or bad, whatever your guys' opinion is, leave me comments below. I'd like to know what you guys thought of this movie, and you know, just be happy and thankful that we've got a new Halloween movie in the theater, because that's how I feel. I was so great just to hear the theme song and Halloween and the orange letters on the screen and the whole thing. It was just great. It's a great time to see stuff like that, you know, again, and hope you guys enjoyed the review. Also, one thing, if you do stay for the end of the movie, because at the end of the credits there's a stinger. It's not a spoiler, but there's a little mini stinger at the very end that I just thought was cool. I always stay to the end. There's a few other people waiting to the end of the credits, and just to see. There's like a little mini stinger, so, you know, not a huge thing, not a spoiler. Just stay for it if you can. Enjoy it, guys. Get out and see it. Watch the other ones, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Leave comments below again. I'd like to know what you guys think of the movie. Give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe if you can, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you.